Are we there? Okay, guys, can you hear me? Everything good? Okay, let's try this again, guys. I am happy to be here. A little technical difficulties there for a few seconds in the beginning. But what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be looking at the product shares that I'm going to have available focused on product from the 2019 holiday catalog. The catalog looks like this on the cover. If you do not have a demonstrator that you work with and would love a copy of this and live in the United States, I would love to get you a copy. So just make sure that you go ahead and you send me your name and your address and your email address via Messenger, and we'll get these out to you. Hear you now. Yay, Irene, we're working. Woohoo! So let's go ahead and let's just simply flip these cameras around and let's give you a chance to take a look at the amazing product shares. So first, when it comes to designer papers, I'm going to have two options this fall, something a little different. Instead of fully 6x6, there will be a bundle of designer series papers that's a mix of 6x6 and 12 or 6x12. The reason why it's not fully 6x12 is because some paper is only available as 6x6. So you're going to have the option of one or the other. So let me showcase those for you first, and we'll look at all of the papers that are part of that bundle. So we've got, and in this frosted paper here, the reverse side is all silvers. I love this paper. Really starting to see a lot of samples show up with it right now. So real. And then the silver. Saw some really cute mini curvy keepsakes boxes done with these the other day. That little mini curvy keepsakes box is adorable. Not pretty? It looks so real. I mean, you can feel the water and the ice in these. So really, really pretty papers here. Look at that. Look at those leaves. Oh, yummy, 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 yummy. And then that pretty silver foiling. And you've got, this pack is really fun because you can use your navies. You can use your purple posy. You can use your different shades of blues and whites. So lots of fun there. We're going to keep going with our 6x6 paper stacks. This is from our sweet little Santa suite. Has the coordinating memories and more. Reindeer. This kind of has a vintage, really kind of nostalgic color combination, color vibe to it. I love the Santa hats. And then, of course, this paper I also think has some great non-holiday color combinations and looks to it. That's not necessarily holiday. So you've got some fun there. And that could actually even be a birthday one. Oops, look at the coffee and cookies, or cocoa and cookies, excuse me. It could be coffee, who knows, right? Some of those lattes now have all that cream on the top. I have a plan for this one. Watch for a sample. I'll be up tonight stamping before I head back to Washington, getting a bunch of samples made. Again, not just for Christmas, guys. I think this one needs needs a snowman punch on the front of it. What do you guys think? We're going to keep going. So you're going to have all of these papers, guys. Letters from Santa. This 6x6 paper stack has gold woven through it. So it's got gold kind of lines. On one side is part of the plaid, and then the reverse side is fun images. So you've got that fun plaids, and then small prints. See the gold? And I love that it's just those tiny stripes of gold. It's not like really wow, but it's one of those you got to look and you're going, oh, okay, that's what it is. That's cool, and it kind of draws you in. So I love the gold. Okay. And lots of different variations. Where's all of our Scots? Where's our Scottish heritage with the tartan plaids? I'm sure they didn't use gold threads on some of the tartan plaids, but it's still pretty to see. Any of you had trips to Scotland recently? This would be fun for scrapbooking, that trip to Scotland as well, too. And then one of the other samples that you'll see included, I always like to include a card from the Memories and More card pack with its coordinating envelope. And then we'll use the 6x12 just to show you, just because we have a larger surface and you can see a whole lot more. This suite here, the brightening, glistening brightly or brightening glistening, I don't have them totally committed to memory. Sorry about that, guys. Is a perfect pair with our Noble Peacock. And this one has copper in it. So one set has silver, one set has copper, and another set has gold. So the metallics are definitely strong and popular. Isn't that pretty? And again, not just for Christmas. I can see a lot of formal anniversary and fun images coming up with this one. I keep trying to decide which pack is actually my total favorite in the catalog. And I don't have a total favorite yet. Haven't played with them all enough yet to say I'm in love with any one of them. Thanks, Linda, for sharing. I so appreciate that. Look at the pumpkins. I love the colors. They're kind of a little different. I love how they brought that little bit of pretty peacock in, that new in color. Cajun Craze. Anybody else love fall? It's one of my, fall and spring, those are my two holidays. I love when the trees return to what's called their true colors, when they change to those colors. And then I love the spring, the rebirth and the renewal of the earth. I just love it. So look at that plaid. That's a whole lot of fun, isn't it? You've got your stripes. And this would be great for journaling. For those of you who scrapbook, you've got some built-in lines there for journaling. And again, I'm seeing more than just the fall with these, though. I love the different color combinations that Stampin' Up! Put together. And of course, we've got our fun Halloween. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? So again, for those of you just joining us, with my product shares, starting with the designer papers, there will be two choices, 6x6 strictly, or one that is a mix of 6x6 and 6x12. In addition, the one thing I'm not showing you is you also have the option of adding coordinating cardstock, and I will have that explained in my newsletter next week. If you're not on my newsletter, you're going to want to make sure that you're on my newsletter, because that's where all the pricing and the ordering links will be. In addition, while you wait for that information to go live next week, I do have a newsletter going out tomorrow with 20 tutorials for new catalog projects and things like that. So you're going to want to head over to Messenger and give me your email address if you're not on my newsletter yet. You might want to do that while you're sitting here thinking about that and enjoying these. Another fall lover. Yay, Betty. I want them all. In fact, two of each. One to use and one to keep. Teresa, you remind me of me. When I was a young girl, I used to collect stationery sets. And I would always save one envelope and note card out of the stationery set. Look at these sweet little snowmen. Speaking of snowmen, you guys are going to want to join me right back here tomorrow night at 9:30. We're going to be showcasing the snowman embellishments and some really fun snowman projects. So set your alarm to come back tomorrow night. Again, another fresh, fun color scheme. Got our snowmen. And the snowmen have glitter. So quite a few of the images in this pack have glitter on them. Oops, hold on. Keep going with all of our papers. I love that. Looks like the Aurora Borealis, and I know I said that before. Fall and winter, Sarah. Oh, I'm not so sure about the... I like the snow. I just don't like shoveling, and I don't like how sometimes it can slow you down. Cuts into my bike riding. This is the beautiful papers from the Toile. It has a vanilla background, and the papers in this pack are just solids like this. You don't have any other colors, which gives you some options for altering the paper, so that's kind of fun. And it has a very vintage vibe. Reminds me of some of the beautiful old wallpapers. So, oops, let's turn that around. Don't want to stand on your head. Those old, I've seen plates like this too. Have you guys seen plates like that? Look at the buffalo check. And we have this. And then in the catalog, we have red glimmer paper. So you will receive some of the red glimmer paper. I actually had two here. The other thing that we have is the mercury glass acetate. So you'll receive some of that. And then just as a bonus gift, because it coordinates with the projects, you're going to have some of our Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper some of the black foil for your Halloween projects, and then the champagne foil looks really, really good with the frosty papers. So again, with the designer series paper, there's actually 3 choices. You'll have the choice of this mixed 6x12 and 6x6 lot, or strictly 6x6, and then you'll have the option of adding coordinating cardstock with it as well, and that'll all be explained. One of the other shares is our ribbon share, and who doesn't love beautiful ribbons, guys? So this one, Merry Christmas, in 2 different fonts and copper. And then of course you've got the reverse side that you can't see the words through, so you can use one side or the other. Really nice woven ribbon, and they're all in 1 yard increments. We've got pretty green. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? We've got our, with the gold on it. It's going to go really pretty. This one is actually one of our combo packs. It's one of the ones where there's 2 ribbons in the pack with the fall. And, oops, it froze for a second. Let's see if it's going to come back. There we go. This is like, this ribbon is just to die for. It's just amazing, and it's oh so soft. And even though it's a little wider, it does tie up really nice. And then you've got your Cajun twine, so that's all part of that. We've got our really pretty sparkling ribbon. And we've got our, I call this the candy stripe ribbon. So that's fun. We have our really fun black ribbon. It's kind of sassy and sexy at the same time. A little scallop edge on it and then a straight edge on it. And we have our fun yarn, and this is soft and kind of like, you know, sweater pulls and things like that. And then we have our really sweet kind of puckered real red, little wider ribbon, perfect for gift wrapping and really big bows. So beautiful, beautiful ribbon. So you're going to be able to choose the ribbon share as one of your options, and there's a yard of every one of those. And then we have a little treasure box, and your embellishments will indeed come in your little treasure box. And the embellishment share is going to include a sheet of our copper. It's going to include 2 of the coffin boxes, because you're going to want to try putting those together and see what they're like. And then you're going to have just a fun assortment of different embellishments, enough to make a couple of different projects. So you've got some of your Halloween epoxy ones with their coordinating dots. We've got our red and green epoxy dots. We have enough embellishments for you to do, it's actually going to be 4. I'm missing the blue, sorry about that. But enough to do 4 snowmen, so you'll have the embellishments to take care of and have 4 snowmen, all of the fun little pieces there. You've got your copper stars. We've got a lot of our different embellishments. There's the nose and the eyes for our snowman. So you've got all of your fun different sequins that are in the new catalog. You've got the different white wooden embellishments, and these are light and thin. You've got your jingle bells that are there for you. And then the other thing on that is here, you're going to have a whole bunch of the different color googly eyes. The googly eyes are green and kind of a yellowish orange, purple. And so those are going to be fun for you to do some projects with your jingle bells and things like that. So you're going to have the embellishments as an option as well for a product share. And then one other option, just because there's so much in the catalog right now that is gold, copper, and silver. And while this is not technically holiday catalog, it's all product that will coordinate with the holiday catalog. And so this will be an optional add-on for you. You're going to receive a 6x12 sampling of our copper, gold, and silver foils, our gold and silver glimmer papers. You're going to receive a yard each of our gold trimmed ribbon and our silver ribbon. You're also going to have a sampling, not full sheets, but you'll have a sampling of our gold and silver little metallic dots, metallic pearls, I guess you want to call them. Again, you'll receive a sampling, even though I'm showing full packs, you'll receive a sampling of our gold and silver faceted dots. You'll receive a sampling of our designer elements, because we do have gold, silver, and copper in those. You're going to have a little sampling of our copper, silver, and gold embellishments. And then you'll also have a sampling of our gold and silver note cards. And just for fun tonight, Everybody who shares this post between now and tomorrow morning, I'm going to pick one of you to receive this sampling here that I just showed you. So, and that will go out in the mail probably in the next week. Actually, you know what? I'll pack it and put it in my suitcase. I'm actually leaving again. So I need to take care of mom and dad, but I'll get that out to you, I promise you. And then the other thing you'll get a sampling of some of our gold, silver, and copper brads. So just a reminder, these samples, with the exception of the metallic add-on, is samples of product from this catalog here. You're going to want to make sure that you're on my newsletter mailing list so that you get the tutorials tomorrow that are going out, but that you also get the payment and full details, all of the fine line kind of details. What I will be doing is I actually will be doing a overnight order on September 4th so that the turnaround is quicker than it's ever been on your product shares. And that is something that I will be doing for you. In addition, those of you that are team members watching this, remember that you want to watch for the team newsletter because my team members always enjoy a discount on all of the product shares as a way of supporting them in their businesses. Which reminds me, though, that there is still time for you to consider joining my team and taking advantage of that $159 in product for $99. So lots of things for us to talk about, getting you on my newsletter, getting you on my team, getting a catalog in your hands, lots and lots of beautiful stuff coming. And don't forget, tomorrow night at 9:30, we're going to be looking at the fun snowman projects, guys. Thanks and have a great night.